The bodybuilding world has lost a beloved champion.
It's a rough day. We're all in shock.
The year 2024 is one the bodybuilding community will never forget. Tragedy struck repeatedly, claiming legends and sparing no rising stars. From shocking losses to heartbreaking farewells, the sport was hit harder than ever. But what led to these untimely passings? And who were the icons we lost? Join us as we uncover the fate of 25 bodybuilders who left us in 2024. Number 25. Douglas Fruchey. On June 14, 2024, the bodybuilding world lost one of its finest, Douglas Fruchey. He was built like a statue, strong, unshakable, carved by years of relentless discipline. Despite training with the greats like Mike O'Hearn, Kyle Landry, and even presidential candidate Robert Kennedy, standing victorious on grand stages and inspiring countless others to chase strength as he had, the Titan was found lifeless in his apartment. The news sent a chill through the fitness world. Fruchey wasn't just a competitor, he symbolized dedication, a man whose presence demanded respect. The 2021 Mexico Super Show had cemented his legacy, a moment where he stood at the peak of his craft, muscles glistening under the bright lights, the crowd roaring his name. But trophies don't tell the whole story. Behind the iron walls he built were struggles, ones not so easily seen. Like fellow bodybuilder Brad Rowe, those closest to him knew the truth. Strength on the outside does not always mean strength within. Fruchey, like so many men in his world, battled demons few ever acknowledged. The pressures, the expectations, the silent suffering, it all became too much and finally overwhelmed him. According to Robert Kennedy Jr., the legendary 6 foot 1 inch tall and 320-pound bodybuilder struggled with substance addiction and finally succumbed to an overdose. Former students and close associates also confirmed this unfortunate revelation on Reddit. Fruchey would forever remain a legend in the industry, and his tragic fate impacted the bodybuilding community. Number 24. Daniela Schulz. On August 9th, 2024, Daniela Schulz, a rising star in the bodybuilding world, boarded Flight 2283 with her husband, Hiales Fodra. However, the plane never reached its destination. Somewhere above Vinhedo, Brazil, it fell from the sky, taking 61 lives with it, leaving no survivors. Schulz was on her way to Tupelo, Mississippi, chasing a dream she had worked for years to achieve. The Tupelo Pro would have been her grand entrance into the IFBB Pro League, the stage where champions are made. But fate had other plans, and that journey marked her last moments. Born on March 11, 1994, Schulz had fought for everything she had. Just weeks before the crash, she had earned her pro card at the NPC Mr. Big Evolution event in Portugal. It was supposed to be the beginning of something great. Her rise had been steady, marked by podium finishes and relentless determination. She wasn't just an athlete, but a businesswoman, the mind behind LookFit Moda Fitness and the face of Dragon Pharma. But all of it, her victories, struggles, and dreams, was gone instantly. The wreckage of Flight 2283 became her final chapter, a cruel and sudden ending to a story that should have been longer. Number 23. Matheus Pavlak. Matheus Pavlak was only 19, young, strong, and full of life, when his sculptured body was found still in his home in Blumenau, Brazil. The news spread fast. Reports indicated that the promising Brazilian bodybuilder passed away due to a heart attack. However, an official cause of death has not been confirmed. His journey has been nothing short of remarkable. As a child, he fought obesity, using sheer willpower to become an athlete. By age 23, he stood on stage as a champion, winning the Under-23 bodybuilding contest. Social media was his canvas, where he documented his victories and inspired others to believe in their transformations. But on September 1st, 2024, everything came to an abrupt halt. His former coach, Lucas Chagatti, spoke of him like a son, a friend taken too soon. "He had a bright future," he wrote, his words heavy with sorrow. "I once told him he'd beat me one day, and he did." Others echoed the same disbelief. A competitor, a dreamer, a fighter, gone before his story could truly unfold. His death sent shockwaves through the bodybuilding world, a sad reminder that even the strongest bodies are still human. Number 22. Fabiana Veras. A chilling surveillance video captured the final moments of a respected psychologist and accomplished bodybuilder Fabiana Veras before she was found lifeless in her home in Açu, a town in the northeastern Brazilian state of Rio Grande do Norte, on April 23, 2024. Veras, 42, was allegedly bound, gagged, and fatally injured multiple times by João Carvalho, 41, who was reportedly looking for information about his ex-girlfriend after learning she was in a new relationship. The security footage showed Carvalho approaching Veras's home, disguised with a headscarf, glasses, and a surgical mask. Veras, who also ran her clinic from the house, led him inside, and they talked in the garage for over a minute before moving to the living room and then a bedroom. Moments later, Carvalho attacked, injuring her in the hands and body. Investigators revealed that after the crime, Carvalho washed his hands in the kitchen sink and waited for a car to pick him up. Before leaving, he returned to grab a bag he had left behind and took Veras's phone. The next day, he was caught 149 miles away in Natal, the state capital, as he arrived at his home. Police found 3 knives, 2 brass knuckles, and a blood-stained gun in his possession. Carvalho, an employee of the state justice system, reportedly paid a taxi driver around $100 to take him to Veras's house. Authorities believe he took her phone to destroy it and find out details about his ex-girlfriend's relationship. In an interview with a local news outlet, Carvalho claimed he heard the devil's voice before committing the crime. Veras was well known in her community. She specialized in clinical and hospital psychology and provided therapy to teens and adults in person and online. Outside work, she was passionate about fitness and shared her love for hiking and bodybuilding on social media. Number 21. Jose Matheus Correa Silva. This 28-year-old bodybuilder collapsed and passed away from a heart attack while pushing himself through an intense workout at a gym in Brazil. Jose Matheus Correa Silva, known for competing in grueling 100-kilogram bodybuilding events, was training with friends in Águas Claras, Brasilia, when he suddenly collapsed. A firefighter friend rushed him to a nearby fire station, but after over an hour of trying to revive him, he was pronounced lifeless. Jose was more than just a bodybuilder. He was a lawyer and helped others prepare for competitions. His dedication to fitness and law made him a well-respected figure in both fields. Following his tragic passing, some have speculated about the role of anabolic steroids, though there is no confirmed evidence that he used them. Concerns about the long-term effects of extreme bodybuilding and supplement use have sparked debate, with some pointing to changes in his appearance over time. Tributes have poured in from family, friends, and fellow athletes. His brother Tiago described him as an incredible person and thanked him for everything. Jose's funeral drew hundreds of mourners, filling the chapel and spilling outside. Though he had stepped away from professional competition, Jose remained active in fitness, guiding aspiring bodybuilders and running an online supplement store. He had previously placed in top bodybuilding events, including the South American Championships and the Arnold Classic South America. Number 20. Ilia Golum. Ilia Yefimchik, a 30-year-old bodybuilder known as the Mutant for his massive size and extreme training, also passed away in 2024. The 6-foot, 340-pound athlete suffered a heart attack on September 60th and fell into a coma before passing 2 days later in a hospital. Ilia was famous for his enormous 25-inch biceps, which he maintained through intense workouts, heavy supplement use, and an extreme diet of 16,500 calories a day, spread across 7 meals. He shared his fitness journey online, attracting hundreds of thousands of followers who admired his dedication and honesty about his training and lifestyle. Despite never competing professionally, he became a major figure in the bodybuilding community, openly discussing his use of growth hormones and supplements. His transformation was inspired by action movie stars like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, whom he admired as a teenager. He once said he wanted to be as massive as the Hulk, turning his body into a real-life comic book character. His wife, Anna, stayed by his side in his final moments, hoping for a miracle. Though doctors were able to restart his heart briefly, his brain had already suffered irreversible damage. Tributes have since poured in, with fans mourning the loss of a man who pushed the limits of physical growth. Number 19. Jackson Tippet. Australian fitness influencer Jackson Tippet, known for his workout advice and motivational messages, passed away at 30 while visiting Turkey. His body was found in his hotel room, and reports indicate that he suffered a heart attack. Tippet built a strong online presence by sharing his passion for fitness and personal growth. He was open about his past struggles with steroid addiction, discussing both the physical gains and the serious health risks involved. He also spoke about how his Christian faith helped him overcome challenges and change his life. In 2018, he faced legal trouble after being caught with steroids and nearly went to jail. He later credited that moment as a turning point, leaving his old lifestyle behind and focusing on inspiring others. His social media documented this transformation, including a recent post showing his Jesus is King tattoo, symbolizing his faith and redemption. His family announced Tippet's sudden death on Instagram, and the news quickly spread through the fitness community. Fans and fellow influencers have shared their condolences, and a GoFundMe campaign has raised thousands of dollars to bring his body back to Australia and cover funeral costs. His passing came just days after his 30th birthday. In one of his final posts, he discussed life's lessons and how growing older was always better than the alternative. Number 18. Antonio Souza. Brazilian bodybuilder Antonio Souza has passed away shortly after competing in a bodybuilding event, leaving his loved ones heartbroken. The 26-year-old had been training since he was 15 and began competing 5 years ago. He hoped to use his success in the sport to improve the lives of his mother and sister. On August 3rd, before stepping on stage at the Navega Open in Santa Catarina, Souza told his wife, Yone Silva, that he was experiencing severe chest pain. Despite the discomfort, he finished in the top 3 of his category and proudly accepted his trophy. Tragically, while still on stage, he suffered a cardiac arrest. Medical staff rushed to help, but their efforts to revive him were unsuccessful. His wife later spoke about his passing, sharing her deep sorrow and love for him. She also revealed that he had taken diuretics before the event, which may have worsened his dehydration. Souza's family and friends have expressed grief, remembering his dedication and passion for bodybuilding. His sister, Mary Braz, spoke about his determination, saying he worked tirelessly to achieve his dreams and never waited for anyone to make things happen for him. In his honor, many of his friends and supporters have changed their social media profile pictures to a photo of him flexing in the gym, marking his birth and death dates as a tribute to his legacy. Number 17. Christopher Berner. Christopher Berner, a well-known IFBB Pro League Men's Open bodybuilder, passed away at 42. His sudden death on July 14th came just days before he was set to compete in the 2024 Chicago Pro. Officials have not yet confirmed the cause. Born on August 1, 1981, in Rodby, Denmark, Berner was known as the Danish Giant. He first gained attention in bodybuilding when he placed 4th at the 2017 Amateur Olympia San Marino. After years of hard work, he earned his IFBB Pro card in 2022 by winning the NPC Worldwide Sweden Grand Prix. His pro debut came at the 2024 New York Pro in May, where he tied for 16th place. He had been preparing for his second professional competition at the Chicago Pro, but passed away just a week before the event. His last social media post was in December 2023, and it is unclear if he had a coach for his upcoming contest. He is survived by his wife and family, who are now mourning his loss. Number 16. Marco Luise. Portuguese bodybuilder Marco Luise, known as Monster, passed away at 46 in Germany. His sudden death has left the fitness community in shock, though the exact cause has not been revealed. Marco was a popular figure in bodybuilding, gaining a large following on social media, where he shared workout videos and motivational content. He dedicated his life to fitness and worked as an online coach, inspiring thousands with his passion and discipline. Born on the volcanic island of Terceira in the Azores, Marco faced physical challenges from a young age. Despite this, he found his calling in bodybuilding. With the help of his father, he made homemade cement weights and began training at home. He never stepped foot in a commercial gym and remained a natural athlete until his early 30s. In 2018, at the age of 40, he entered his first bodybuilding competition and won. Marco called bodybuilding his greatest passion, striving to push his limits daily. He often referred to himself as the most shredded bodybuilder ever and took pride in his relentless dedication to the sport. His passing has led to an outpouring of tributes from fans, friends, and fellow athletes who remember him as a symbol of strength, determination, and kindness. Though he is gone, his influence on the fitness world will not be forgotten. Number 15. Big Lenny. Bodybuilder Lenny Person, better known as Big Lenny, passed away at 60. Reports suggest he had been battling congestive heart failure before his death over the weekend, though the official cause has not been confirmed. Big Lenny was a well-known figure in the bodybuilding world, famous for his unconventional look and larger-than-life personality. Unlike traditional bodybuilders, he had a distinctively protruding stomach due to palumboism, a condition caused by HGH and insulin. Despite this, he competed in several bodybuilding events, finishing second in the 2017 NPC Ruby Championship. Beyond the competitions, Big Lenny became a cult figure in online fitness circles. He was the outspoken leader of the Del Rey Misfits, a group of bodybuilders who gained a following for their unique approach to the sport. His unfiltered opinions, extreme dedication, and bold personality made him a standout in the industry. Even in tough circumstances, Big Lenny enthusiastically embraced life. He found joy in the simple things and inspired many with his fearless attitude. Since passing, fans and fellow bodybuilders have shared heartfelt tributes, remembering him as a true original in the fitness world. Number 14. Cyntia Gani. Brazilian fitness influencer and bodybuilder Cyntia Gani has passed away at the age of 36 after complications from pneumonia, which led to septic shock, pulmonary sepsis, and bacterial pneumonia. Her partner, Gustavo Tessar, took to social media to express his profound grief and clarify the circumstances of her passing. Her death was announced by Muscle Contest International, the organization behind the bodybuilding events she was involved in. Goldani was a key figure in the bodybuilding scene. She worked as a coach and helped others improve their performance. She also competed in the figure category and placed 10th in a major Brazilian competition last year. In addition to competing, she was a presenter for the category, actively promoting the sport. She had been preparing for upcoming competitions, including one in Curitiba in July and another in Rio Grande do Sul later in the year. Friends, fans, and fellow athletes have paid tribute to her, remembering her as a passionate competitor with an uplifting spirit. Taser remembered Gani not only for her accomplishments in bodybuilding, but also for the impact she had on his life. "She taught me the depths of true love," he wrote in his tribute. The Muscle Contest community mourns her deeply, describing her as an angel in human form. Her vibrant spirit and dedication to bodybuilding will not be forgotten. Number 13. Chad McCrae. Chad McCrae, a dedicated bodybuilder and extreme sports enthusiast, passed away at 49. His journey was marked by resilience, overcoming challenges that would have ended most careers. Originally from Texas, Chad began his bodybuilding career in 2000, competing for several years before shifting his focus to motocross. However, in 2005, a life-changing accident occurred when he attempted a daring 100-foot jump on a dirt bike. The impact severely damaged his spine, leaving him paralyzed from the waist down. Despite his injury, Chad refused to give up. 6 months after the accident, he won a major bodybuilding competition, proving his strength and determination. Over the years, he claimed multiple titles, including Lone Star State and Arkansas State Championships victories. In 2008, he finished as the runner-up at the Wheelchair Nationals, and in 2022, he competed in the prestigious Mr. Olympia competition. Beyond bodybuilding, Chad pursued other passions, earning qualifications in sports medicine, emergency response, and even becoming a private pilot. He also worked as a JAG paralegal for the Army, showing his dedication to continuous learning and personal growth. Even after doctors told him he would never walk again, Chad remained determined to push his limits. He adapted his training to his new reality, and inspired others facing similar challenges. Chad passed away on January 2nd, though the cause of death was not disclosed. His legacy lives on through the athletes he inspired and the competitions he dominated. Number 12. Yevan Mission. Yevan Mission, a well-known Russian bodybuilder and actor, passed away at 48 in Los Angeles. His death was announced on his social media page, though the exact cause has not been confirmed. Reports say that doctors tried to revive him for about 45 minutes before he was pronounced lifeless. Born in 1976 in the Leningrad region, Mission discovered his passion for bodybuilding as a teenager. His dedication and hard work helped him rise quickly in Russia's fitness scene, winning the St. Petersburg Championship and a national title in 1995. Mission later gained international recognition, competing in the Olympics in 2010 and 11. He secured third place at the Orlando Pro in both years, proving himself a top athlete. In addition to bodybuilding, he succeeded in acting and appeared in various movies and TV shows. Number 11. Juliano Peron. Authorities are investigating a Perth gym after a bodybuilder was found unconscious in a shower for 15 hours before passing away in the hospital. When he started feeling unwell, Juliano Peron, 33, had been working out at the 24-hour facility on August 20th. He went to the showers but collapsed inside one of the cubicles. His family, worried when they couldn't reach him, raised the alarm around 3 in the evening. Police used a signal from the building supervisor's phone to track him down. Officers arriving at the gym that evening had to break down the bathroom door. Inside, they found Peron unresponsive under cold running water. He was rushed to Joondalup Hospital, but never regained consciousness. He passed away nearly 2 weeks later. WorkSafe WA has launched an investigation to determine whether the gym failed to ensure Peron's safety. His family believes his blood sugar levels may have dropped dangerously low, possibly leading to a seizure. CCTV footage reportedly showed Peron struggling on a treadmill before stumbling into gym equipment. His mother questioned how he could have remained in the shower for so long without the staff noticing. The family is now pushing for a formal inquiry, arguing that gyms need stricter regulations to prevent tragedies like this in the future. Number 10. Andre Cavalcanti. Andre Cavalcanti stood out in the bodybuilding world, and his sudden passing in a tragic accident has left many in shock and sorrow. On July 5th in Paraná, Brazil, a terrible event unfolded. A 17-year-old took his parents' car without permission, joined by 2 other minors. Speeding down the BR 369 road, he lost control, leading to a fatal collision. Cavalcanti, a man who had overcome many challenges in both competition and life, was on his motorcycle when the teenager's car crashed head-on into him. The impact was severe, throwing him from his bike. He passed away at the scene, his promising future cut short in an instant. The teenage driver was also injured and taken to the hospital. Since the accident, tributes have poured in from those who admired and respected Cavalcanti. The Paraná Bodybuilding Federation expressed the sadness shared by many, highlighting how full of life and ambition he was. At just 35 years old, Cavalcanti had already made his mark in the bodybuilding community. His influence stretched far beyond trophies. He inspired many, served as a mentor, and left a lasting impact on those who knew him. Number 9. Johanna Perez. Panamanian bodybuilding influencer Johanna Perez, known as Yoha Fit, passed away unexpectedly just days after turning 35. Her family shared the heartbreaking news on social media, inviting her nearly 46,000 Instagram followers to a colorful farewell ceremony that reflected her lively personality. Many are in shock at her sudden passing, the cause of which remains unknown. Perez pioneered Panama's bodybuilding scene, becoming one of the first women from her country to compete at a high level and earn multiple awards. Beyond competitions, she built a strong online presence, inspiring many with her fitness and nutrition content. Her last post celebrated another year of life and expressed gratitude for her journey and those who supported her. Number 8. Kevin Gibart. German bodybuilder Kevin Gibart has passed away at the age of 31, just weeks after undergoing major knee surgery. His sudden death has left the bodybuilding community heartbroken, with tributes pouring in from fellow athletes and fans. Gibart was a rising star in the sport, known for his dedication and impressive performances. He first discovered his passion for bodybuilding at 14, inspired by his uncle, and quickly developed into a promising competitor. In 2018, he made a name for himself by winning the EVLS Prague qualifiers, and he later secured top 10 finishes in events like the 2021 Yamamoto Cup Pro, 2021 Egypt Pro, and 2021 EVLS Prague Pro. Beyond competition, he became a respected coach, guiding younger athletes in their fitness journeys. His last social media post, shared on April 26th, showed him recovering from surgery with a hopeful message about healing. The exact cause of his death has not been confirmed, but news of his passing has left many in shock. Number 7. Johnny Morant. Last year, the bodybuilding world mourned the loss of Johnny Morant, a former champion known for his strength, dedication, and larger-than-life personality. The New Jersey-born athlete, nicknamed the Executioner, was admired for his incredible physique and humble and kind nature. Morant's journey to the top was nothing short of impressive. His biggest moment came in 1989 when he won the NPC North American Championships, securing his place as a professional bodybuilder. He later competed in the World Bodybuilding Federation before moving on to the IFBB Pro League, where he battled against some of the sport's best from 1990 to 1995. Though his career lasted only 6 years, Morant left a lasting impact. His best performances included a 4th-place finish at the 1990 Night of Champions and a strong showing at the 1994 IFBB Night of Champions, where he placed 6th. Fans and fellow athletes admired his work ethic, calling him a true professional in and out of competition. RX Muscle shared news of his passing on social media, prompting an outpouring of tributes. Friends and competitors described him as a fierce athlete with a heart of gold. Many recalled his days training at Diamond Gym, where he became a respected figure in the bodybuilding community. Although Morant never won an international title, his influence on the sport remains undeniable. He was known for his powerful stage presence and unique posing routines, including a Superman-inspired performance that made him a fan favorite. Number 6. Zisco Sah. The well-known bodybuilder from Mallorca, Zisco Sah, passed away at 50. Despite overcoming both cancer and a serious case of peritonitis, he sadly lost his life after experiencing stomach issues. Zisco dedicated his life to fitness, starting his journey in weightlifting at just 16. Over 3 decades, he competed in nearly 90 competitions, winning several prestigious titles. His achievements included claiming the Mr. World IBFA title in Rome in 2011 and the Mr. Universe IBFA title in the 40-plus category in 2014. That same year, he became the Muscle Beach champion in Venice, California. Even in 2023, he still competed and won a bodybuilding event in Tenerife. Beyond competing, Zisco ran his gym, XS Fitness Center in Alcudia, where he trained and mentored athletes. He also guided hundreds of people online, helping them achieve their fitness goals. On social media, Zisco regularly shared photos and videos showcasing his incredible physique, past competitions, and intense training sessions. Just days before his passing, he continued to motivate his 27,500 followers with workout updates and encouragement. His battle with skin cancer in 2016 was one of his toughest challenges. He spoke about the struggles of treatment, surgeries, and the mental toll of the illness. Despite the setbacks, he remained positive, believing everything happened for a reason. His strength and perseverance inspired many. In 2018, a year after surviving peritonitis, Zisco became a father to his daughter, Maria. He often expressed how much joy and purpose she brought into his life. Following the news of his passing, tributes poured in from friends, athletes, and fans. Many described him as a role model who had a lasting impact on the bodybuilding community. One heartfelt message to his daughter read, "Your father was a legend in the gym, but most importantly, he was an incredible dad. His love for you will never fade, and his legacy will always live on." Before we move on, let's take a look at today's subscribers pick. On your screen, you'll see a man lying on the floor in a dramatic pose. While we can't confirm if the image is real, it's clear that he is straining every muscle to achieve this position. This raises an interesting question. Can posing ever go too far? What's the most fatal moment on stage? In 2022, Dutch bodybuilder Ed van Amsterdam tragically passed away after collapsing backstage at a bodybuilding event. While the exact cause of his death wasn't publicly disclosed, many speculate it was due to heart complications, a common risk in bodybuilding, often linked to extreme dieting, dehydration, and performance-enhancing substances. Have you ever heard of a fatal incident happening on stage? Let us know in the comments below. Number 5. Matt McLaughlin. Matt McLaughlin, a retired bodybuilder from Boston, Massachusetts, passed away on January 5, 2024, at the age of 51 due to complications from heart surgery he had in 2019. His longtime friend Kevin McGaughan confirmed the news on January 9th. McLaughlin was passionate about sports from a young age. As a child, he loved riding and racing BMX bikes and made a name for himself in weightlifting while attending Kennedy Junior High School. His dedication to fitness eventually led him to a successful career in bodybuilding. His biggest achievement came in 1992 when he won the NPC Teen National Championship. The following year, he competed in the light heavyweight division, securing first place at the NPC North American Championships. He later moved to the heavyweight division before retiring from competitive bodybuilding in 2001. After stepping away from the sport, McLaughlin spent the next 20 years collecting and selling vintage toys, a passion he deeply enjoyed. He took pride in finding unique pieces and often gifted them to his family. Tributes poured in on social media, with many remembering him as a kind and well-mannered athlete. His family described him as a generous man with a great sense of humor, who showed incredible strength and resilience during his final years, spending over 90 days in the hospital in 2023. McLaughlin's funeral took place on January 13th, where family, friends, and those who admired him will gather to honor his memory. Number 4. Neil Curry. Neil Curry, a former Mr. Olympia competitor, passed away at 34 in September 2023. He was found unresponsive in his Sheffield apartment, and an inquest later confirmed that he passed away from a combination of methamphetamine and cocaine, along with the toll of long-term steroid use on his body. Curry had been passionate about sports since childhood. He played football until he was 17 before shifting his focus to fitness. He studied sports at the University of Bath and was a personal trainer for Fitness First before dedicating himself to professional bodybuilding. His dream became a reality in 2022 when he competed at the prestigious Mr. Olympia event. However, the demands of the sport took a toll on him, and he struggled with maintaining the right weight and height ratio, relying heavily on steroids. His parents, Nigel and Sandra Curry, shared that his use of steroids escalated to dangerous levels, and by early 23, he had become distant, isolated, and deeply depressed. They firmly believed that his steroid abuse affected his mental health and ultimately led to his passing. His parents remembered him as a charismatic, kind-hearted, and funny person who brought joy to everyone around him. His bright smile and energetic personality left a lasting impact on those who knew him. In his memory, a charity has been established to educate young people about the dangers of steroid use. The program will be introduced in Derbyshire schools to raise awareness and help prevent similar tragedies. Number 3. Dave Kalick. The bodybuilding world is grieving the loss of Dave Kalick, a respected coach known for his intense training style and dedication to the sport. His influence went far beyond workouts. He was a mentor who guided athletes at every stage of their careers, helping many reach the top in competitions like the Arnold Classic and Mr. Olympia. Kalick worked with competitors across multiple divisions, from men's open to women's physique, shaping champions with his expertise and unwavering support. More than just a trainer, he was known for his strong values, deep care for his clients, and the personal connections he built with those he coached. His impact stretched beyond fitness, earning him admiration for his knowledge, kindness, and dedication. His passing is a huge loss to the bodybuilding community, adding to the recent tragedies that have shaken the sport. Though the cause of his death has not been revealed, his legacy as a coach and mentor will live on through the athletes he inspired. Number 2. Daniel Broadhurst. The bodybuilding community has still not gotten over the loss of Daniel Broadhurst, a dedicated National Physique Committee competitor who passed away at just 32 years old. His sudden death shocked fans and fellow athletes, with many sharing heartfelt messages and condolences on social media. Broadhurst had been competing since 2016, steadily making a name for himself at the amateur level. His most recent appearance was at the 2024 NPC Worldwide Mexico Super Show, where he placed fourth in the heavyweight division. Over the years, he participated in numerous competitions, earning top spots in several events while striving to achieve his dream of earning an IFBB Pro League card. Beyond competing, Broadhurst was also a coach, helping athletes and fitness enthusiasts improve their training and reach their goals. Just recently, he had celebrated his engagement with his partner Angela, making his passing even more heartbreaking. Number 1. Mark Taylor. Mark Taylor, a renowned bodybuilder and street artist, passed away suddenly at 50 while driving his 5-year-old son to a birthday party. His tragic and unexpected death sent shockwaves through his family, friends, and fans, leaving them devastated. Taylor, a Melbourne native, suffered a medical emergency behind the wheel. Bystanders found him unresponsive in his car and immediately called for help. Paramedics fought desperately to revive him, but their efforts were in vain. His wife, Renee, was miles away at a retreat and raced back, only to arrive too late. Taylor, a devoted husband and father of 4, had just celebrated his 4th wedding anniversary. His death left a profound and painful void in the lives of those who loved him. Beyond his towering physique, Taylor was a gifted street artist who transformed blank walls into breathtaking murals. His passion for art began in his teenage years and grew into a career that earned him international acclaim. His vibrant and full-of-life creations now stand as lasting tributes to his boundless talent. Heartfelt tributes flooded social media, with fans and fellow athletes remembering him as a kind, dedicated, and inspiring figure. To support his grieving family, a GoFundMe campaign was launched, and hundreds of people he had a deep impact on donated. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.